Okay, I am live. Am I? Am I? Okay, I am live. Perfect. So, what do I need? I need music in the first place. So, what do I need? Well, free gaming music, let's say. Let's choose something. 3 hours of best gaming music. Let's see.
Our developer tools team works on a suite of tools
Let's
that's
make
designed to.
it. Let's try something else. And let's say I want over quality. And okay, so what do we got here? Um, whew, since uh, today I will be working on scripting and collision because, well, collision physics in general. Because what I want, hold on, I'm going to close the window. Um, so hit play and let's see if it is going to do something. If it's going to crash, if it's going to. Well, it didn't crash, so it's a good sign. Good sign, I guess, that it didn't crash. Yeah, I think it's working. Um, so let's see. If I go now, let's go solve this example script. Yes, I should be able to apply force. I should be able to apply force to my thing. Question is, I am able to apply force. Um, so let's play. Hit play, and I'm not. So here's something wrong. Can't resolve internal call to rigid body component apply for native. Let's investigate. Um, so get component. It returns component, and what we got here? Apply force native. This should work fine, I believe. This shouldn't be problem at all. So I think that get component is not working properly, and there's something wrong with this. And it means I must investigate. Yes, we're going to investigate now. So, what do I need? I got a component. I wanna cast it to static cast rigid body component, my out, and I wanna go out just a random shit. And hit play. So component, what we got here? Type. Okay, so copying wasn't successful, I can assume. Meanwhile, Yeah, I didn't change. I didn't change the function on them. So, um, I don't want to return anything. What I want instead is, I wanna take the component of this type, and I wanna copy it. No, I wanna call new type, no, new alt type, and this thing. This should work fine. And now what I need is semicolon. Yes, I've got semicolon, and now let's try again. Let's see what we are going to get. Okay. So what is now component? It's dynamic, so it means it's partially working. We don't know yet if it's working completely, and it looks like it doesn't. Call method params something wrong. Void params. Access violation writing location. So I did something wrong. And what I did wrong. Try again. Play and you get crash. Amazing. So call method. So what I done wrong? I gotta use Google for this. So C++ mono copy struct. What can I do? How can I solve this? I guess what I could do, what I could do. Um, I can't use this thing. Can I say it's void? That it? Can I say this? Let's try. Didn't crash. And still we can't apply force. Why? Oh, Jesus. No. How to copy struct from C++ to C#? And spend a lot checking out. Wait a minute. There's plenty of things that might go wrong, though. And maybe I don't even need this. For example, there can't be enough memory. This is terribly wrong. So I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to remove this for now, and this, and get component and this, and I'm going to check if I can apply force now. If I can, then everything's all right. This is important, truly important, because I can't move on without this. So let's hit play, and I can't apply force. Hold on a sec. Or no, don't hold on a sec. Oh, I'm back. Why? Why I can't apply force? So I'm calling component public void apply force native. I'm calling apply force native. Apply force native vector to, let's try ref. What, I don't even know what it means. I'm going to Google it. C# ref. It doesn't matter in this case, or maybe it does. Argument 2 must be passed with the ref. So build, try again. That's what I'm doing now. I'm just testing. And okay, it doesn't have a problem now, but apply force. Are you even cold? You are not cold. So there's still something wrong. Apply force is not cold at all. And it might be this might be one of the issues. I don't know. This is no, still nothing. Nothing at all. What the heck? Apply force. I'm just calling apply force. Come on, dude. Just do something. Nothing. Nothing at all. Good. This is annoying. Okay, example script, try, check this. We got errors. Okay, we didn't, so we've got errors. Ref, ref, that's, try again. Apply force, your monoruntime. Apply force native. You can't resolve internal call to rigid body 2D component. Apply force native. And I don't know why. And it kind of sucks. Why you're not working? Apply force native. I'm calling. Apply fucking force native. So maybe, nah, if the case, set transform native and set transform native. I can't do it for transform component, but I can do it for entity. Why? Uint. Can this thing call Senate rebels? Uint. Let's go uint, my friend. Let's build you. Let's build you. And hit play. Apply force native. Can't resolve internal call. I can't resolve internal call. Why? I don't know. I'm passing node by reference here. So in my case, this shouldn't be a reference, but this should be. So component CS, and here no, and no, and build. Still nothing. Apply force native tested. I can't. XYZ rigid body component. Apply force native. XYZ rigid body 2D component applies for native. My friend, my dear friend. I am motherfuck. I'm stupid fuck. I am dumb shit. Which body component? I am stupid motherfucker retard. Why I'm so stupid? This was dumb. Truly dumb. Yeah, now it's called. Ta-da! Woo! We've got impulses. Okay, great. What is next? So let's try. Uh, let's try again. No, this one I. Let's try this. Get component D of. I want to pass my component as reference. Let's call it. Hey, I hear it's quite easy to own firearms in Czechia. Do you own a rifle or pistol? No, I don't own a rifle nor pistol. And actually, it's not that easy. Um, there is many countries out there where it's easier to get a weapon. Why do you ask anyway? So get component. I want ID. Then I want type of D and ref component. And what went wrong? Get component. It should be native. And argument 3 must be passed with the out. Okay, now script registry and static void xyz entity get component to entity monoreflection type void out. And s get and out. Okay, and you're gone, Blackman. Thanks for asking a wonderful question. And yeah, that's it. Probably just throw get component native entity get component. Let's try. Let's recompile. Recompile. And what I probably should do. Well, wait. Do I even need that? I don't need that get component native. This is stupid. I don't need this thing. So get component native, goodbye. I don't need such thing. Whoa, so get component funcs, no. Because everything I must access from C++. Or it's not going to work. And I'll be right back. Hey, sorry, my PC actually crashed all. Okay, no problem. I just thought that you that you are troll. That you tried to make I don't know, some joke. Supply force. Let's go to example script, and this is not important, and I don't want to modify translation or transform anymore. And no, I wanna only apply force. So what is important is, okay, I might need my translation, I might need it, but but I ask because I feel like European people's freedoms are getting messed with. Like in my country, if you want to get a pistol for self-defense, it's nearly impossible legally, and I'm not throwing all. Uh, because I feel like European people's freedoms are getting messed with. I don't understand that sentence. Like, what do you mean? European people's freedom are getting messed with? I mean, here it's not impossible to get a weapon, but you must pass many tests where, well, they are testing if you can like behave to not just start. If you are mentally stable, they're testing that. And if you are and you pass all the exams, you can get a weapon. But also, you must prove that you really need it. For example, that you got some high risk, high risk job. For example, you might be a lawyer for uh, criminals, and you know they might want to get a revenge if you fail to get them out of jail. So in that case, you can get a weapon to protect yourself, but otherwise, I think it's a lot harder to get it. And where are you from? Where are you from? Ah, Jesus, this is annoying. This is annoying. If I change the value of my script, this is true annoying. So I guess I must handle this thing a little better. Script component. Are you still here, Blackman? What is this song, Jesus? This is an annoying song. Makes me what?
TopTal gives me a lot of freedom. We are able to work.
Okay, maybe a little bit better. I don't know. And let it play. And impulses are working. I just can't override the impulse that take care. Let's say impulse time 10, because gravitation gravity. What? Forgive me. My English is sometimes super dumb. Gravity. Okay. For some reason, key up is not doing much. Okay. Just needed up. Okay. My GPU won't let me watch a stream today, lol. I'm from Bulgaria, I mean people have guns, but a lot of illegal ones, and there's a lot of criminal activity for my town, it's getting worse. What I mean by my tweet is that the laws are getting stricter, maybe you haven't experienced that yet. Well, uh, yes. I kind of noticed, but like it didn't affect me yet. I noticed that the laws are like a lot stricter, and they always say it's for our protection. But I kind of feel like we are losing uh, a right to choose what we want. But I can't say. I don't know if it's good or it's bad. Uh, for now, I don't mind what is going on because, as I said, it doesn't really affect me. And I hope that in the future it won't. But this is really like this is an interesting topic, and I'm not really sure if I got enough information to make a statement, like definitive statement. What I think. Yeah, that's right. Just hope for the best, and what else we can do? It anyway. We can't do much about it. I guess. If you think about it, what can we do? Unless you want to get into politics, you can't do much. And even if you get into politics and you start uh, saying things, other people, like other people who are in charge, if they are going to disagree with you, you won't do much, and probably they will remove you soon. So I always say, uh, I'm just trying to get with my life in a point where I don't have to care about politics, because I hope it won't affect me, because uh, um, I will have enough money, to move wherever I want and to do whatever I want. So I think it's this is easier than trying to to care about politics. They'll eat you up, yeah, definitely. They will find some shit on you that you did in the past, and they will destroy you. They will destroy your life. If you try something, you are done. So you don't have uh, many opportunities to change something. My opinion. Um, wait. This must be here. And context get state is equal scene state edit. That's better. Anyway, are you interested in? I mean, it's kind of a change of topic, but are you interested in coding? Because uh, you asked me only about guns, and we pretty much talked about politics since you came. And I wonder if you are interested in this, what I'm doing. So we've got impulses. What else do I need? What I need to what I need. I should place everywhere that if my scene is running, I don't want to. No, 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 no. Okay, this it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter really. Okay, what else? What else I should do? I need a way to edit to control my colliders once I create them, to to change, to edit the points and other stuff. So I've got collider, and I just need a way. Okay, let's say I've got chain collider. I'm going to check Unity how they handle this stuff. And the chain collider, or maybe polygon collider, mesh collider. That's what I want. I want mesh collider. This is going to open. Wait, and anyway, you said my GPU won't let me watch a stream today. GPU? What is wrong with your GPU? Okay, let's create new project. 2D create. I wanna see how Unity handles this. I'll try to do the same. Probably. Okay, let's create something. I don't know, maybe to the object, and let's give it physics 2D. I want what I want. No, none of these things. Edge collider, probably edge collider. Yes, that's what I want. So edge radius, no points. We've got points. We've got how many points? Yeah. So let's say I want 5, and this is cool. I can't modify it in the way I would like to. Say 1. This is cool, but it's probably not what I want, because I want to be able to change the points from like this place. I want to click and drag my point where I want it. It means what? Let's find how Unity, how to do collider in Unity. So Unity collider for 2D terrain. Tile collider. Let's try this. Might be helpful. I'm pretty hungry. I'm going to order some food, I guess. Yeah, quality terrible. I want full HD. And
let's go. First of all, we're going to explain what TileMaps is. TileMaps is a system in Unity used to build the sprites and the images, and technically speaking, building the level
do I want
of
pizza?
each 2D game.
I probably
That
want
requires
pizza.
tiles, of course. And the first thing we have to do is we have to make sure of one of the important stuff is the texture itself. So we've been using the textures of this asset called Sunnyland, from which if you go inside the tile maps, the tile set, and basically in each tile game, you're gonna have something like this. It's called an atlas or a tile set. Basically it's a bunch of sprites that concludes the pieces of each part of the game that you can use to combine to make your whole level.
Or burger.
This is the one that we have, and I've got 2 versions in here. It's already sliced. But I'm gonna tell you what to do. So
Okay, I'll go
first of
with
all,
burger.
you have to figure out how many pixels in each cell or each element. What I mean by element is these stuff, like each pieces of the floors. So in this one, it's set as 16 pixel per cell. So first thing I have to do, I have to make sure that this is 16. So if we make this 16,
Nah. I won't make organic levels, unity sprite shape. I want unity edge collider.
Skvělá chuť Oreo. Nyní tenčí, lehčí a křupavější.
In today's video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. So for this one here, I've got a background, and I'm just going to add it to that. And then we got this coin that we have rigged up with a rigid body and a circle collider. And we're just going to use that and physics to roll this coin around on the edge collider. So I'm going to come back. We got the edge collider selected. You should be able to see that green line going across. Let me go and turn the sprite renderer off. There we go. Now, before we start editing it, let's look at some of the other properties. The first four after the edit collider are the exact same as you see on every other one. So for the material, we can go ahead and add a physical material 2D, which allows us to control how bouncy or how sticky this game object is going to be. Because we can set the is trigger, we can now detect collisions or trigger events on this collider. And of course, we can also use effectors on this collider as well. That's what I'm going to be using this collider for. And then again, we have info, gives us some chat. Well, we're going to change that soon. So let's go ahead. We're going to click on Edit Collider. We'll come in. And remember,
So I can edit collider in Unity. Perfect. So I'm going to do the same thing with my collider.
when you see a thick green line, that means you can click on it to add a point. And then drag that point to where you want it. So, you know, you can go anywhere with it.
Okay, I got it. So, yeah, edit collider. Good. So let's go to inspector panel. Inspector panel, and what do I need? I need way to update. Okay, first things first, I want to give me opportunity to add chain collider. This is important. If mContext has component chain collider component, I am going menu item chain collider 2D and mContext in place component chain collider 2D component. I am going post current pop-up. Also collider color renamed. Yeah, that's it. I'm not using XM collider color. Okay, another thing. Oh, where are you? Yeah, so helper. Well, anyway, this thing must be like that. Because you can't have multiple colliders. You can have only one, I decided. So let's put it side. And yeah, that's it. That's great. And what now? What is next? Okay, I wanna be able to modify my circle chain collider. So, chain collider, chain collider. Let's close the function. And what I need is I need I'm going checkbox. This checkbox is edit collider. Nah, hold on a second. So I'm back. I am back. And what I want. Uh, yes, I want to be able to edit my chain collider. And how can I do that? Um, I can say um maybe how to handle this. Hmm. Uh, so how to handle it to have access to this value from my scene panel. What I can do, I could do. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try something else, and that is begin columns and other fancy stuff, and input size. I'm going to input in size, and I want in 32, or maybe int size equals 0. No, int size equal component points size, and I want that size, and if it's modified, and if size is bigger equals 0, then I want component points and size not equal component points size. Then I want size t. Then I want my components to resize to new size. That's it. And then I want for each point, for auto point component dot points, I want to do something, and I forgot what. I want boots. I'm going input load. I want label. What label I want? I need uint32 counter, and I want point input float 3, maybe different float 3, no, float 2. I want it to be counter and glm vec 2, not glm value pointer point. That's it, point, as far as I know. And what else? What next? Decimal precision. Maybe 2. And that's it. Probably. Let's try. Let's see if we were even going to compile, and it's failed, so we didn't compile. Nope, didn't compile. Float val to, let's use this val, and let's say if then point dot x equal val 0, point dot y equal val 1. That's it. That's better. And still we didn't compile. None of the overloaded could convert all the argument types. Okay, this one might be problem. std to string counter dot here and glm value pointer point. Let's try again. And it seems like we are fine this time. We are fine. Okay, let's create new entity and empty entity, and let's give it a rigid component and chain collider. And we've got size 0. Let's add 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5. We can add as many as we want. That's perfect. So let's make these guys a little bit smaller. I'm going to make them smaller, definitely smaller. We don't need such big guys here. They are pretty much useless, but big. So make it 75, I guess. Yeah, no problem. I'll make them 75. Yes. So let's make new entity. Let's add components to it. Chain collider. Nope, something went wrong. Ignore. What went wrong, my little friend? Yeah, I'm trying to end columns, but I want to pop item width instead. I did something wrong. I am dumb. So again, new entity, add component, rigid body, chain collider, and let's create new guys. And they all got, yeah, so I can't use it really. So what I must do is instead of this, I must say point, and I must say I'm going push ID counter, and then I am going pop ID. This might actually help, and if it doesn't, then whatever, I guess. Whatever. So let's create new guy. Let's add it rigid body component, chain collider. Yeah. And yes, I can because I'm not raising counter. Another silly mistake. Now, this time, finally, it should be fine. This should be working fine now. After so many attempts, this should be fine. Let's turn on music. So, create empty entity, add component, rigid body, chain collider. Let's add a few guys here. Let's modify this one to be 15. Yeah, that's good. Seems good to me. Maybe I'll make them a little bit wider. 100 could be fine. And now another thing I need is I want to render each point. So component points I want to create. So I want to loop through each point, and I want to create a line from the last and the next point. So I'm going to each point, and or maybe let's make it a little bit different. I equals 0. No, I equal 1. I is less than component points the size, and I wanna how did you get here? I wanna go to renderer to the submit line, and I wanna say that I wanna submit wait, count auto Benoit, or maybe geometry Benoit is equal component dot point at y minus 1 dot x component dot points at I minus 1 dot y and 0.0, and almost same thing apply to P1, but it is just without minus 1. And P1, and let's say color. Yeah, that's it. Let's check if it works. So create new empty entity, add component, rigid body, chain collider. Oh, let's create a new guy. Let's say that this one is going to be 5 minus 5, and we can see it's doing its thing, which is great. Amazing, which is absolutely amazing. Let's try again. I would like to have points and then add columns. My food is almost here, so probably I'll go for it in a sec. Chain collider. Yes, this is perfect. I like it. I like it so much. And now I need a way to specify if something is edited. How can I do that? Okay, I got food here, so I'll be back in a sec. What I was doing? Ah, thinking. Okay. Um. Uh, editor. Editor what? This is annoying. Okay, for now, let's keep it like as it is. Well, maybe I could try something different. Maybe I could try drag, using drag. But I'm not sure if it's a good idea. Okay, let's implement serialization for this thing. I'm pretty tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. Why are not working? Ah, I hate sequences. Let's try again. I compiled. It's perfect. Okay, I guess for now it is sufficient, and so I'll be back in a sec. Ta-da-ta-ta. I'm back. So, what do you got here? What I'm going to do next? It would be great to have the possibility to create subtextures because we need them everywhere basically. So I guess let's do it. Let's create how I'm going to call it. Let's create sprite editor, and let's call it. So let's create a new sprite editor. You know what is even more important? It's important to have a possibility to display assets in inspector panel. This is even more important in my opinion. So what I'm going to do, set asset const prep asset and I'm going to say asset and asset. And let's say I create new inspector thing. And I'm going to move this guy to inspector. And now I'm going to do what? I basically want to draw components. I don't need you, I guess. I wanna to build to see where I'm going to get an error. Where did I include you, my friend? Yeah, so in inspector, perfect. In inspector and set asset m asset. So m asset is equal asset, and what I want is to open Unity and see how they handle these things. Yeah, that's important. Always check how other engines do their thing, do their stuff. So we can copy them. Not exactly copy, just find a way to just get inspiration from them. That's important to me. To have inspiration. You know, the Unity has been in development for years and years, so they got a lot of experience, and there's nothing wrong to learn something from their experience. At least in my opinion. So let's create, for example, square, and I'm going to select yeah. Yeah, that's great. So if I'm going to select yeah and yeah, okay. Um, so what I could do, um, I could say I could create, let's call it inspector context. Maybe. And what I can do here, I can create class called inspector context, and I can say you can send it what? Mm, will show void on einrender maybe. And let's say I can create class scene entity context, and it's going to inherit from inspector context. And what I could do is I could have my scene entity here. And in on einGUI render, I could have basically this, all of this. Yeah, that's probably it. Probably I'll go this way. So what I must do is copy basically all of it. Okay, I'll call it maybe in the inspector context. That's better. That's a lot better. Okay, and maybe let's create new file, scene entity inspector context, and let's say include inspector context, namespace xyz, namespace editor, copy this guy. And basically z namespace editor. So I need here add scene entity inspector contact cpp, copy paste you in scene entity inspector context. That's right. Okay, so now what I can do is I can delete you. I can say include inspector context, and I can say inspector context. This is my new context. And I can remove this and basically everything and call it inspector context and context. And what I done wrong is I called it IN-GUI and it should be IM-GUI. I keep forgetting it's no longer my library. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So now inspector context, you're no longer important. That context and context is equal context. I can do this shit, and basically I can remove all of this, and inspector context, inspector panel. I don't need you, I guess. Inspector context, where are you? No, I need scene inspector. Yes, I'm with it there. Okay, if M context, then M context on I'm with render. That's better. That's a lot better, I believe. And in editor, where are you, my friend? Editor. Editor. Here you are. So instead of setting this thing, I can say M selected entity. Wait, I'm going to remove everything that I no longer want here. Goodbye animation, I don't need you. Goodbye robot texture and other stuff. Goodbye test entity. And let's create editor scene entity inspector panel includes inspector context. Okay, so what I need to do is to go to XYZH, and I must go to editor and include XYZ editor inspector scene entity inspector, and now I can create scene entity inspector context and scene entity inspector context, and I can say that void set, or maybe call it bool set context scene entity, or maybe call it context. And now if I do this, I can say that if context, or no, if so, if M context not equal context, then M context is equal context, and return bool and context. So if the context actually changed, I want it to return true, and if it's valid, I want to return true. So in here we are going to do is mscene entity inspector context set context mscene get selected entity, and if this is true, we are going to set mscene entity inspector context as true, or as context of inspector, and it means it's going to be rendered without any problems, I guess. Let's try it. Let's see if it works as expected. Hopefully it doesn't even compile. Identifier not found. Yeah, I don't have included everything I need, so missing this guy. I don't know how it happened. But now it should be a little bit better, I guess. At least it should compile, I guess. Hopefully, yeah, it did compile. So, yeah, and it crashed. Yeah, because by default we didn't set it to null pointer. So that's what I'm going to change in the inspector panel. And contact is null pointer. Yes, that's it. So the next thing we need is no. We need new asset inspector context.h. Let's call it this way. Asset inspector context.tpp import everything required and namespace and let's copy include inspector context and class asset inspector context public inspector context public, and also what I want to include is xyz asset, and I want to say, so first thing first, I want override IM render, and then I want function set context const asset context, and context. And now let's implement these functions. Context. So if context not equal context, I can't do that, but I can say row. Then I want my context to be context, and I want to return to context of the row. Otherwise, just return false. And on I'm going, and then I'm not going. Soon I will implement that. So editor input xyz editor inspector asset inspector. Let's go to editor layer and create editor asset inspector context and asset inspector context, and yeah, that's it. Asset browser could have selected thing. I could do that real quick. So let's go back to asset browser, and let's say I want to return the asset get selected asset const, and it means I want to get my wall. I could say that wait, what? How do I even do that? If I go to scene and how do I access these guys? Get asset handle. Yeah, so this is the way. So what I could do is I could say the string selected item or selected file, and I could say if asset manager get asset handle. No, I can't do it this way. So if mSelected file is not empty, I want return I want to return asset manager get asset our full path is basically what? Or I could do it a little bit different. Let's do this string for file path and for like the y equals 0, I less than and path length equals I for file path push it back okay, do and path and then for file path and append mSelected file and be like a certain manager get asset handle for file path, and I can't even return no itself matches this shit. So I must know what type I'm accessing. Do I have to know? If I look in my scene entity inspector, I guess I must know what type I'm trying to access. So um think I need string utils. I get them. String utils. What? Why we're not working? Utils. String utils. Oh yeah, utils. Get extension and select file. Give a string extension and asset type is equal asset manager get asset type from extension and then I can just switch type and do it simply. Get asset scene, get asset handle by what? What is wrong with you, my friend? I know. XYZ scene. So I guess I get that with you. Yeah, that's it. And let's do the same for the rest of the functions, for the rest of the switch statements. Okay, great. And what I need. Or I might give it a callback rather. So let's say set file set asset selected callback, and let's say this callback is going to be asset selected callback is equal std function void and what. Yeah, asset. So set asset selected callback. Let's say it's counts, and let's say what Then I got asset selected callback and callback, and so m callback is equal callback, and if basically if this guy is pressed, that's it. And what it means is that in editor layer, what I want, I want an asset browser that's a callback on that asset. I want to say that my asset inspector context set context asset, and if this is true, then I want this. This isn't the best way to handle it. So how can I change it? That's better. So so, and if I need both viewport over and both viewport focused, and I must say that if that is case, no, not here, it's supposed to be in asset browser. If in panel viewport, this thing I need. And if it's focused and it's hovered, if I am going get IO, mouse down, I'm going mouse button left, then I want say selected file to be cleared, and I want if callback. I want to call callback with get selected asset, which should return empty asset, which is not valid. And it means what? That I must do the same thing, or at least I'm supposed to. Well, if asset dot raw, I want inspector to set context and asset inspector context. And let's compile this. Let's see what is going to happen if we even compile. Okay, here we go. So we've got selected entity, and I can say, for example, yeah, and it crashed. So assertion failed, get asset handle. Okay, so it didn't work as expected, but this is not there. It's not big deal. I'm pretty sure I will find where is problem. So full file path, assets, shaders, and yeah, it is missing this guy. So now if I go to shaders and I select you again, I will find you eventually. Yes, and everything is all right. So and let's go to scene panel, and let's create using scene entity selected callback is equal std function scene std function void scene entity, and void set entity selected callback const scene entity selected callback, and that I need scene entity select callback and callback, and callback is equal callback. And now if I select something, where are you, my friend? Yeah, here's selection, and so if I select something, what I want to do, I want, in that case, I want set selected entity, and I want this thing, and then this thing. And again, in editor layer, what I need is mscene panel, set entity selected callback, scene entity, and let's say that mscene hierarchy set context entity. Wait, what? No. Now, yeah, I want inspector set context scene entity inspector context, but first scene entity inspector context set context, and only if entity is valid, only then I wanna set it as context. And this thing is no longer going to return true or false. It's going to be just void function because we no longer need this requirement. And yeah, that's it. So this is no longer needed. The next thing I need, asset browser is done. I need the same thing, asset inspector is done, and I need the same thing to do in scene hierarchy panel. So using scene entity selected callback is equal to the function void scene entity. Yes, scene panel, good. Same things. And now I'm going render. Where do I handle selection? If item is click m selected entity. So if m callback, then m callback and context get selected entity. And yeah, that's it. And the problem happens when I delete entity. What should I do about it? Get nothing. I'm just going to handle it in scene inspector. If m context is valid, yeah, I'm handling it. Okay, so that's it. And okay, that's it. Yeah, and set the callback. Basically the same thing. Scene hierarchy panel and inspector set context. Good. Okay, it's working fine. And if I select, for example, this, it will try to display my asset. And for now, what I could do, what I can do is asset inspector context. If context dot raw, if it's valid thing, then I am include I'm GUI, and let's do a few things. Inspector panel. I'm going to create what I'm going to do with this. Okay, and I want what? Helper begin columns. I want name and yes, that's it. That's nice. Okay, so this is not doing what I want. Great. So let's start. Let's start by I want display material. Material get uniform data type is equal uniform data type and all, then this is basically going to be always the same. What? Sure. We want to modify material so it's not going to be constant. Yes. This is sometimes it's annoying. Mm, I don't know how to handle these guys. Okay, I never used evac before. Kinda makes sense, I guess. Okay. And so if context type is equal asset type material, I want raw material and I want my context as material. Let's try this. Yeah, it's almost working. Almost, because we need I need multi item weights, right? Right, multi. So, I guess this guy in the end must be here. And here I need to yeah, I need internals. Here I need 3, and or maybe I'll try calc triangle calc item size. Was it calc item weight? Yeah, it was. I don't understand this. Hmm. I mean, I don't understand why it's modified. I'm still returning by reference, so it should be modified. Hey, I guess I'm going to end stream for today. Um, I'm pretty tired. I don't think I would do more work today. So yeah, but anyway, pretty good progress, I would say. Uh, since I started to use IMGUI, the engine is growing each day. I mean, this is this is this is great. Uh, I truly like it, and I can't wait till it will be finished. Okay,